Hello, everybody. Wolfgang here. Today is Thursday, November the 20th. Uh, Another gloomy day. I didn't do a lunchtime uh, walk, walk, talk thing. I left early today. I left at 10 o'clock to take my wife to a doctor appointment she had. She had to go see her lung doctor, which was not bad news, but the doctor gave her a choice. She said she was giving her two, but actually there's three. Her first choice, and this doctor was stern, which I understand. I get it. Um, the doctor told her you have to wear a mask or you're going into a nursing home. The reason being for the nursing home is because it's just her and I here, and she is by herself all day while I'm at work, and anything could happen to where she could severely hurt herself or worse. And the third choice was death. So I've been reading up on this condition she has. It's COPD, which can be taken care of if she listens to the doctor. So her levels when she went into the hospital 2 weeks ago, actually it was October the 27th. And I'm trying to learn about this carbon dioxide that our body exhales. But her level was extremely high. I'm surprised she's sitting here with us. But I guess before I go on, I should say that I am not a doctor. I am just sharing medical information. So YouTube, don't do anything. But let me share what I found here. It's Medline Plus. Carbon dioxide is tested through your blood. I was trying to figure that part out. Carbon dioxide, or CO2, blood test measures the amount of carbon dioxide in your blood. Carbon dioxide is an odorless, colorless gas. It is a waste product from metabolism. If I said that right, I don't know. The process your body uses to make energy from food you eat. Most of the carbon dioxide in your body is in the form of biocarbonate, HCO3, which is a type of electrolyte. Electrolytes are electrically charged minerals that help control the amount of fluid and the balance of acids and bases, pH balance in your body. Your blood carries carbon dioxide to your lungs, and then you breathe it out. Too much or too little carbon dioxide in your blood can be a sign of a health problem. Other names: carbon dioxide content, CO2 content, carbon dioxide blood test, biocarbonate blood test, biocarbonate test, total CO2, and it goes on. If you want to pause this thing and see what I'm looking at. It says, what's it used for? A CO2 blood test is often part of a group of tests called the electrolyte panel, which may be part of a routine checkup. The test may also help diagnose or monitor conditions related to an electrolyte imbalance. They may include high blood pressure and diseases of the kidneys, lungs, or liver. Why do I need a CO2 and blood test? Your healthcare provider may order a CO2 blood test as part of your routine checkup, or if you have symptoms of electrolyte imbalance. The symptoms may include trouble breathing, confusion, weakness, fatigue, vomiting, and or diarrhea over a long period. Now, right now, my wife has 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Your provider may also order a CO2 blood test to check the side effects of certain medicines that can cause an electrolyte, I hope I'm saying that right, imbalances. What happens during a CO2 blood test? A healthcare professional will take a blood sample from your vein in your arm using a small needle. I hope they don't use a big one. After the needle is inserted, a small amount of blood will be collected into a test tube or vial. You may feel a little sting when the needle goes in or out. Wow. You're going to feel a little pinch. Will I need to do anything to prepare for the test? Yes, bring a number 2 pencil. Some prescriptions and over-the-counter medications can increase or decrease the amount of carbon dioxide in your blood. You may need to stop taking certain medicines before this test. So tell your provider about everything you take, but don't stop taking any medicines unless your provider tells you to. So, I mean, it goes on. What I was trying to find, her doctor showed me on her medical chart from her last week in the hospital. You know, you have your oxygenator, what that thing that you put on your finger, and that checks the level of oxygen in your body. But you can't test the carbon dioxide. You actually have, that's a blood test. So, and she showed me the chart, and your levels of carbon dioxide is like around 30. They were using like 10,000s, and I couldn't understand what they were saying. But what she showed me, my wife's level was up in the 70s. No, big fucking no. So that's what's going on. They can get her back to normal if they ordered the equipment that she needs. Hopefully they did it right this time. But the doctor said, and she was kind of hard to understand because she's Indian, but at like 5 hours, she has to wear it at least 5 hours a day, or at least when she goes to bed, she has to wear it. But my wife was telling the doctor that she thinks she sleepwalks. So the doctor was like, look, you've got 2 choices. I can order the equipment for you, or you're going into a nursing home. I mean, she was like plain and simple. So that's what's happening. And my wife and we're sitting here discussing it because she did get a little, I know I can sound, what word would you use when I get aggravated? She gets mad at me, but I don't mean to sound like an ass. I'm trying to get my point through. So we're sitting here. I don't know if they'll call us tonight or not. What time is it? It's 6:05. They may call today. I don't know. But the sooner the better, because my wife needs this. That little bit of oxygen machine that she has, it's not doing the job. And I had a feeling myself that it wasn't. So if we can get her carbon dioxide to where it's supposed to be for a human, she's going to start feeling better. And I think her body will start healing the way it's supposed to. So, and like I said, I'm stressed out. We go see her family doctor Saturday. They were going to hook her up with a in-house nurse, which I hope that comes through, because that'll relieve a lot of stress off of me. I won't go to work worrying about, her being at home by herself. And that was one of the big concerns with her doctor she saw today, because the doctor told her anything could happen with your level of carbon dioxide so high in your body. You could just pass out, knock yourself out, or kill yourself. So we're doing what we can do. But this is, and I'm sharing this because it's a learning experience. I didn't know this stuff I knew our body exhale, we get rid of carbon dioxide, but I didn't I'm not a freaking doctor, but I didn't understand, your body can hold so much carbon dioxide. And of course, when it gets too high, it screws you, and it fucks with your head too. I mean, it just messes with your whole body. So that's where we're at today. So we see her family doctor Saturday. Hopefully we can get things going with that. And then next Tuesday, I think it's next Tuesday, she sees her bone doctor. So we're just doing what we can do. I know there's a few of you out there that were asking how she's doing. And I really didn't want to say too much because I don't know. I'm learning this shit as we go. Like I said, my wife is, she's turning me into a nurse. But anyway, I hope everybody is having a good Thursday evening. We had dinner. We had White Castles. White Castles are a little square hamburger that Ohio's known for White Castles. I don't know of any other states. I don't know how far it goes through our country. I don't know. I know they don't have White Castles in California. I think there might be one in Kentucky. I don't know. I'm starting to babble now. But anyway, so there's some shared information about our health. I mean, this is just not about my wife and I. This is information that everybody should know. So this is Wolfgang. I hope everybody has a great evening. Blessed be and stay safe. And I'll bullshit with y'all later. Bye.